God.
I'm sorry, we had nowhere else to go. Is there anyone else at the house here?
Yes, Emma's here. Patrick's at the hospital. What are you doing?
Came back for my daughter.
Well, you have her. I mean, now what? Look at you, you're soaking wet. What were you thinking?
What I've been thinking about all along, her safety.
So you just walked into Carly's house and you took your daughter?
Yes.
Was Carly home?
No. Mercedes was there. She was doing laundry. Hey, I had to get her out of that house and to someplace safe, okay?
But were you thinking about Carly? She's wondering where Josslyn is, or how this might affect Michael or Morgan?
I'll work things out with Carly once I get her out of the country into a safe place.
Jax, you took your daughter in the middle of a storm.
Well, Carly didn't give me much of a choice. Look, Robin, I'm gonna need to borrow your car. As soon as the bridge is clear, I'm gonna drive it to the airport. I'm gonna leave it there. The keys will be in it, and I'll pay you whatever you want for it, okay? I just needed a place to wait out the storm. With someone who's not gonna question why I'm doing this, and someone who's not going to tell anyone where I am.
Just give her to me now. Give her to me or go.
All I want to do is keep her safe.
Then give her to me. It's 3 in the morning and she's wet and she's cold. Please.
Look, Robin, my car broke down, okay? And my jet is fueled, on the runway, ready to go. All I gotta do is find a way to get to the airport, okay?
Jack, she had a kidney transplant not that long ago. You know the inherent dangers and that you have to avoid any risk of infection. All I want to do is get her into something dry and make sure she's okay. That's me helping you, in case you don't get that.
Okay. Robin's gonna change your shirt, okay?
Sweetie pie. Oh, hi, Joss. I just want this something dry. Okay. Okay.
I wasn't supposed to go like this, you know?
Well, maybe it's a good thing that you're here. You can think this through before everything gets totally out of control.
You said you were gonna help me.
Jax, that's what I'm trying to do.
Then you won't tell anyone that I'm here, right? When Brenda was under oath, she couldn't force herself to lie to the judge. Okay, she had to admit that Sonny is a danger to kids. I mean, I would never have lost custody of my daughter if Sonny didn't set me up with that mediator and planted drugs in my apartment. My daughter belongs with me and out of harm's way.
That's how I'm keeping in touch with the hospital during the storm. I'm video chatting.
Oh.
Hey, Matt, how's Jason?
It's too soon to know. The results from the biopsy aren't back yet. A procedure you never should have signed off on.
Excuse me?
It had to be said.
Oh, okay. Well, if you're feeling slighted or overshadowed by your brother because I didn't agree with you, I'm sorry, but
You know that I made the right call. I could see that you knew that I made the right call.
I weighed both of the options and I made a decision.
You let my brother emotionally blackmail you into giving the okay for a procedure allowing him to dig around in the patient's frontal lobe. We called you as the chief of staff, not as Jason's friend or as Patrick's wife. Look, I don't mean to dump all of this on you, okay? I blame Patrick for putting you in that position.
I'm sorry,
Is everything okay?
I just have to think about what you said.
Look at the baby.
I have your best interest at heart. And the best interest of this hospital.
Look, this requires a lengthier conversation than I can have right now, so Emma's up and she's trying to find her baby doll.
Is that Emma? She sounds so young.
I gotta go, okay? We'll talk about this later.
Hey, I got Emma back to bed. Thanks for the save.
I mean, is this the way you want to live your life? Constantly constantly looking over your shoulder and living in fear? You gotta find a way to work this out with Carly.
I have tried, believe me.
If you don't, Carly will not give up, and she will send Sonny after you.
I'm not gonna keep my daughter here where she's in constant danger from Sonny.
Jax, yes, maybe you could give Josslyn a better life under different circumstances. But this was the life that you chose to bring a child into. You know, you don't get to just walk away
I didn't choose this, okay? I was forced to do this.
Will you at least please call Carly? Let her know that Josslyn is okay.
Carly already left me a message. Begging me to bring Josslyn back. Yeah, she wants to work something out, but we can't.
Jax, then what else do you need to know? She could have easily called the FBI or the police, but she's not. She's calling you. She's still reaching out to you to try to work this out with you.
I know she wants to work this out, but that means that Sonny is still in her life, and I don't want Sonny around.
Forget Sonny. Take Sonny out of the equation. He has nothing to do with this. This is about your little girl.
And I'm here to take that little girl back to her mother. I apologize for just entering. Seemed to be the best way to bring this to a sane and peaceful conclusion.
Sonny sent you?
I sent me. Sonny's got nothing to do with why I'm here.
And why should I believe you?
I was hired to protect Carly and Josslyn. Hey, like me or not, that's all I've ever done. Now, we both want the same thing. What's best for that little girl.
How'd you know I'd be here?
The plane's still on the tarmac. I figured you must have just gotten stranded by the storm. Now, it's a pretty short list of who you'd go to for help after kidnapping a child.
You mean my daughter?
And Carly's. You know, she was pretty frantic after she learned what you've done. So desperate to find a way to get to her daughter, to protect her, she took off in this storm and got in a car accident.
Oh, Jason, Carly was the passenger in Jason's car.
Yeah, it's always Carly's first response is to go to the mob for help.
She went to a friend like you did.
Because she didn't want to have to call the cops and have Josslyn's father arrested. She could have died in that accident. Would you have been happy then?
Not trying to hurt Carly on purpose.
But what do you think you're doing to her right now, huh? Every minute that goes by, not knowing where her daughter is, if she's okay. But no. Carly's sitting at home with a broken wrist, still thinking the best of you, still believing that you will walk back through that door with that little girl. Now, this could end now, Jax. I can take Josslyn back to Carly, and you could just get on your plane.
You really think that I'm just gonna walk away from my little girl?
Jax, maybe just for a little while. Just until everything calms down. It's not too late.
I have a very tired little girl here who wants to see her mommy.
Come here, baby girl. Oh. Yeah, I got her. Oh, my God, my sweet, sweet baby. You must be so tired. Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much. You did the right thing.